Right, hello people, Greg the World here, be back once again. Another railway update number 3 I think. So what I aim to do is gonna look at one of these. Yeah, so basically what the plan is I've only got 1 point at the minute, so take that and use that bit in the curve and have that bit coming off, so probably somewhere here-ish, to have the branch come out and up there, because yesterday at the workshop I made I made the basics for the ramp up there and the raised platform area, all by guesswork. Hopefully it's getting dropped off today. So I want to be able to crack straight on when that's here, get that set up and see whether or not it's going to work. So yeah, so what I've got to do is I've got to trim one of these curves down to the same size, to the same length as the point, I think. And I've got to think about this. I haven't really. Well, basically, so I've got to make basically the point and a bit of curve be the same as one of these long ones. Yeah, somewhere around. So I've got my cutters, I've got my file. Let's have a go, shall we? Right, I don't know how good an angle that's going to be, but I'm sure it will do. So we're going to hit that. So I've removed the point from here. So that on like that. And that like that. Do I have any shorter bits? I think they're all the same, aren't they? Yeah. So yeah, so that's there. Oh, so it's literally just that bit that needs to come off, right? So never done this before. I have no idea if it's going to even work. Question, is a fish plate going to go on there? How much trim and all the rest of it am I going to need to do to make that work? Oh, looking at that, okay, so I think I need to remove that. Yep, that works. Didn't see that. One of them's slightly longer than the other. I don't know how well you can see that. So well, it should fit in. So let's so we'll pop. So that bit, hopefully, will go in there. Okay, so I need to move my 50 out and dismantle all this and then reassemble it. So let's do it, shall we? Right, there's going to be a lot of trimming of track in this one, so there's probably people out there going to be cringing like hell. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. I'm very, very limited by what I've got. So yeah, see, having that one on there takes it too far round the bend. So a bit like me round the bend. So yeah, so I reckon to cut it about there. Maybe a little bit further back, try and work out which one, where it's going to be the most square, and then that can go up my ramp, because the ramp's starting about here-ish, I think. Trying to remember now. So wait, hopefully it'll get delivered today, but anyway, so yeah, I'm going to trim that, so that's going to be pointing in the right direction, and then I can look at getting the rest of the straight, and maybe the start of the curve, because obviously it's going to be coming up here to a height of 4 inches, or just over 4 inches, and then that's obviously going to go underneath, and then we're going to come round the station area, if it works. I don't know whether or not it's even going to work yet, so yeah, I'm going to do this off camera, and I'll bring you back when I've done it. Okay, so there's the point where I put it in. So I've got this bit going up to here. I've done as far as I can for now, until my stuff arrives from the workshop. Hopefully be some point this afternoon. Yeah, we'll leave that there for the minute, and I'll bring you back when Harry's been with my stuff. So yeah, I'll see you in a little while. How beautiful is that old vintage controller? Won it on eBay the other day for I think it was about £3. Yeah, just need the jack sockets, plugs, whatever you want to call them, so I can rig it into my layout. But it's just beautiful. Look at that. Don't know how old it is. I hope it works. But yeah, look at it. Well happy with that. Right. Okay. So I found out these phono leads fit in the sockets pretty well. Just splice the wires together for the minute. Not expecting it to work, but let's see. No explosions. Oh shit. Yeah, maybe not. Woo! Yeah, that didn't quite work, did it? Yeah, well, that was an epic fail. Yeah. Oh well, never mind. It was worth a try. I don't think that old unit works. I think there's probably a fault with it if it's caused that. Yeah. Never mind. Oh well, I'll just jerry rig it back together the way it was. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't actually done any more since the last update. I had a load of stuff to bring brought over from the workshop, but unfortunately the bits that I made for the model railway wouldn't fit in the car. So hopefully I'll get them tomorrow, Monday, or some point this week, because I really want to crack on. There's not really a lot I can do without the ramp and the raised station area. I mean, even once that's installed, I can only do like so much. Especially the controller damn near blowing up on me. That was quite entertaining. So yeah, I think that'll I'll keep it, but I ain't using it. I'll have to look into trying to find another one. I'll probably just buy one of these because they go for about 20 quid on eBay. So yeah, and if I was better at electronics, I'd probably make one, but I don't quite understand the reversing polarity switch and how that quite works, because well, I'm not very clever. But yeah, I'll stop waffling and I'll bring you back to the railway when when the parts arrive. Yeah, I'll see you later. I hate this camera with passion. I've just lost all of this because it decided it wasn't going to record sound again. So, yeah, you got the high speed because I could use that of me setting this up. Basically, yeah, it sort of works. It's a little bit too steep, so when 50 was pushing the coach up there, we got derailment and she couldn't quite get over that bit, and not having a proper controller, as you can see. Yeah, she stalled here. I gave her come around, give her a tap, and then by the time I got round and switched her off, that happened. So basically what I've got to do is basically the whole thing needs to be lowered by about an inch, I think. Yeah, I'll try and bring her back down to the level. So yeah, bear with me. Let me put that back together, and let's see what I can do. I had no end of stress with the because that was there, so I had to move it, and now the cable's slightly too short, so now everything's precariously balanced when it's all set up. So yeah, bear with me. Let's see what I can do. Okay, you're working now. Right, so desperately need a proper controller. Because this is starting to really, really do my head in now. So every time I want to change direction of the train, I've got to plug this in the other way round, and it's just red that way. Yeah, cool. Red in that side, and now I've got the station area on. Getting to that bit. Oh, it's not so bad. Getting to that bit is a little bit annoying, so I'll pop that there, put it back up there, slide through here, it's not plugged in, so let's get her plugged in, switch her on, see what not she's going to play, ish, so bear with me, you around there like that, and let's see what's going to happen, come on, I'll go. With all the cocking around, some tracks come apart and I haven't noticed. Let me just repair that. Alright, so coming up with that. So I just lifted her off the tracks and put her back on, and I'll show you what happens when I try and send her up the hill. Come on. Shouldn't really rail them when they're on a curve, but never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay, so that's them. Yeah, hopefully that'll work. Let's get it going again. What's going on? There we go. See if she's going to behave all the way around. Yeah. Not brilliantly, but she's running. Right. So, turn her off. Reverse the cables, and then try and send her up the hill. So bear with me, this is really annoying and fiddly. Hopefully that's worked. Yep. So here we go. Up she comes. Yeah, so it's a little bit too steep. Yeah, plus. Yeah, so she almost makes it. Yeah, and then we're going to get crashed again because I can't get round and switch that off quickly enough. So yeah, desperately need a proper controller. But yeah, there you go. That's sort of so far what's going on. So yeah, lower this by about an inch because there's still plenty of clearance above the top of the carriages and everything. Just hope I point the camera in the right direction. Yeah, so there's still plenty of clearance. So if I drop that by about an inch, hopefully they'll be strong enough to push up here now. Well, once that's done, yeah, and then once that's sorted, then what the plan is, hopefully, if I get a bit of birthday money, if not next payday, I will get a smaller loop and some points. And then once that's done, once I've got that set out, then it will be a case of dismantle everything, clear the board, paint it a nice earth brown colour, put my cork down, put the track down on the main bit, get it all glued and nailed down so it doesn't move, taking care to make sure that it's not going to interfere with any of these pillars, and then put the ramp back in, and then basically going to have it as it is up here, and I'm going to have some points here because I want, I want 2 or 3 rails here, so I want like a siding and then 2 platforms, and then the platforms will probably, the station will probably come to about here, and then I'll have like a little outdoorsy car park bit with my preserved, I think it's prairie tank, going to be there on a plinth just outside the station ish, and yeah, and then what the plan is let me come back round. It's basically it's going to be tunnel entrance here, hillside round, cliff or retaining wall, and then round here probably like bit of a hillside, and then double tunnel mouth, and then in the middle, depending on how much all that takes up, then in the middle, a few sidings. So yeah, that was it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. I need a name for this layout. Yeah, I'm thinking Calamity Junction because that's the way it's going. But yeah, suggestions would be gratefully received. Please put them in the comments. And yeah, please leave me a comment if you've got anything to say, any advice, any help. Even if you just go crack a joke at me. But yeah, thank you very much. I will see you on the next one very soon. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to keep up to date with everything that's going on. Cheers. See you soon.